What's up, everybody? This is from the Depths Collectables coming at you with another toy haul. Now in this toy haul, we're going to talk about the stuff we picked up in the last video, all the clearance goodies that we picked up, and some stuff that I picked up off camera. So let's get into it. Alrighty guys, let's start off this video with the clearance pickups that we picked up in the last video, starting off with this Black Series Deluxe Wrecker. Now Wrecker here, he usually retails for about 30 bucks. But this time, guys, I went in, I checked the pegs, and he was $9. That is a great deal for such a nice figure such as Wrecker. There's a lot of great figures in the Black Series line that I want to pick up and I want to take out of the box. But when it comes to Star Wars, guys, you either see it all the time or you don't see it at all. So, in this case, Wrecker was one of those ones that I saw all the time. So I did pick him up when he did hit the shelves. I was, not waiting to pick them up at all. I went ahead, spent the money on them. It was no big deal. I didn't expect him to sit around on shelves long enough to go on clearance, which is a big surprise. So when this one showed up on the shelf, $9, I had to take them home with me. This one's going to come out of the box. I'm going to mess around with them, close them up, maybe do some other stuff with them, maybe touch up the paint, who knows. This guy's just got a bunch of possibilities with them, and I'm happy about picking them up for $9. Alrighty, next up is some wrestling action with this WWE Elite Edge. Now I'm very happy about picking up this Edge because I did not pick him up when he first hit the shelves. When it comes to wrestling, guys, like if I'm gonna buy him at full price, it has to be somebody either I know for a fact I won't find again, or somebody I am really into. Edge is one of those people I was really into back in the day. The tag team of him and Christian. I really did like him, but he's not really on, high up on that list. So I decided to, just sit back, maybe wait until he hit clearance. And luckily, that patience did pay off, and he did go on clearance. I picked this one up for $6, guys. That is a hell of a deal for something like this. This is a really cool looking figure, guys, and I suggest if you're a fan of wrestling, you're a fan of the Attitude Era, you're a fan of Christian and Edge, just pick this one up, guys. It is hitting the shelves at $6.99, guys. Alrighty, guys, moving on to McFarlane Toys and DC Multiverse. Everywhere I went, all the McFarlane Toys were on sale. If it was DC Multiverse, if it was Spawn, and anything in between, it was on clearance this week, guys. So I had to clean up big time. Speaking of which, I went ahead, picked up some Batman figures from the new Batman movie. Now, when these came out, I was on the fence about picking it up. After I saw that movie, guys, I was like, man, I really want to get these figures. But I waited a little too long, and all of the Batman figures, where he's in the suit and everything, were all gone. And the ones that were sitting out on the shelves, I wasn't, thinking about picking up at full price. Luckily, these clearance deals and everything hit these figures really hard, and I got some really good deals. Now, the unmasked version of Bruce Wayne here was only $5, guys. It is ridiculous on how low these things got. And I even picked up the Bat Cycle from the movie. Now, this thing I think was like 25-30 bucks, I think, after retail and everything, and I got it for $9, guys. These are deep discounts, man. So if you're out there, guys, you see these things on the shelf, and even sometimes they don't even mark them down. So you kind of have to, go up to the scanners and stuff, check the prices, because a lot of these prices are not marked down. It is marked down in the system, but not marked down on the shelves. So I suggest you guys use the scanners inside the stores to check on those prices, because if you use the app or anything like that, they come up as full price or like a third-party seller. So if you're looking at these things, guys, if you're in the Targets, you're in the Walmarts, and you see a couple of figures that you think have been sitting there, for a couple of weeks, or if it was there for a very long time, I suggest you just scan it and check what the price is, because it could be on clearance and you could get it at a crazy good price. Alrighty, guys, moving on to the next part in my DC Multiverse pickups, and that is the Superman from Earth 3. This is the Crime Syndicate Superman, also known as Ultraman. Now, I already picked up this figure already, but this figure was already on clearance, guys. It was $12. I already have this guy. I'm already thinking about building the Starro, so I picked this one up because I'm thinking about coloring the Starro the same color as the one in the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie, I think that would be a pretty cool custom corner video. So I'm thinking about picking up extra pieces for Starro to have a second Starro that looks more like the James Gunn one. I'm thinking that's a really cool idea, and that's the reason why I picked this one up. Alrighty guys, moving on from the DC Multiverse to Spawn. Now, this was one of my best pickups of the video, guys. I have to admit, I was on the fence for the longest time about picking up She-Spawn ever since it hit the shelves. You know, that price point was really keeping me away from picking it up. You know, $40-$50 I think after tax. I'm not too sure. I think it was like $45, and then after tax, like basically $50 for this figure. You know, I understand where the price point is because, you know, you get the figure and you get all the accessories. And the accessories is the reason why I really wanted to pick this one up. You know, my Spawn figures really need some extra guns, guys. And the guns that I have kind of scale more towards the 6-inch figure, you know, side than it would the 7-inch ones. So these are perfect for that. And I kind of sort of missed out on the ammunitions pack for the, you know, McFarlane ammunitions pack thing. So I missed out on that. I'm not too sure if I can still pick it up. If I can, I might go ahead and pick that one up too, because those are some pretty good weapons that you could use with, you know, different DC villains, different heroes, and even some of the Spawn figures too. They're a perfect size for that. Now, this figure, guys, I got for $20. Yes, $20, guys. She was on clearance big time, and I'm so happy that I waited, because I was really kicking myself every time I left the store and saying maybe next time, maybe next time. And luckily, this was the time to pick it up because she was on clearance. It did not say on the shelf or anywhere that she was on clearance. So I went, scanned it, and it popped up $20, $19.99. That was amazing. And as soon as I saw that in the cart, and we were out of there, guys, because this was a highly sought after figure for me. Alrighty guys, moving on to something that I really don't often pick up, and that is Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Now, my brother is the one who's all into Power Rangers. He collects the Lightning Collection stuff. But at these prices, guys, I would be dumb to just leave them sitting on the shelf. All three of these boxes, guys, usually retail about $30. You know, $30, $35, you know, after tax or whatever. So, but this week, they are on clearance for $9 each. Yes, $9. You could take home one of these deluxe Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures for only $10. I remember when this one came out, I bought this one full price for my brother because, you know, he's into the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers line, and he wanted to collect, you know, all the villains, try to collect all the, you know, the Rangers and all that stuff. So I picked this one up for him as soon as I saw him hit the shelf, which I feel kind of dumb for now because he sat around for a long time and there was just tons of Pudgy Pigs sitting, you know, clogging up the shelves at Target. And I picked this one up for $9. Like I said, once again, it wasn't marked down on the shelf or anything like that. There was no sign saying that it was on clearance, but the Pudgy Pig rang up as $9, so I had to take them home. Now these two, on the other hand, actually did have a tag that said they were $9. So obviously, when you're picking up something like that that used to be $30 at $9, you have to pick it up, guys, no matter what it is. You know, these might go to my brother. You know, I might keep the Pudgy Pig because, you know, I did already give him a Pudgy Pig. I might take them out, you know, pose them up, put them on my monster shelf because I'm thinking about having a shelf where I just have just monsters. You know, various kinds of whatever. Like if I don't have any set theme, you know, for these monsters, because I'm not going to have a, you know, Power Rangers shelf or anything like that. So I'm just going to have a dedicated shelf to just random monsters of, you know, wherever they come from whatever sort of, you know, TV show or media or whatever. And I feel like Pudgy Pig will be one to be on that shelf. Now this one, on the other hand, I don't know. You know, I'm not too into, you know, the in-space Power Rangers. That's a little bit after, you know, I was interested. I only cared about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers just like anybody else that's my age. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. You know, I might sell it. I might, you know, just keep it. Who knows, maybe give it away later on, you know, down the line. But it's just going to stay in my collection. You know, it's, you know, really cool just to pick up, you know, $30 figures for $10. Alrighty guys, let's get into the last little bit of the video with the stuff that I picked up at full price. Yeah, this was the only thing that I picked up full price the entire hunt, guys. And I really wanted this Ragnarok Thor for the spinning Mjolnir piece that's in there. You know, that's the one thing I really wanted from it. And I also like this version of Thor. Not necessarily the Ragnarok version of Thor, but the motif that he has, you know, his costume and everything. I did miss out on the 80-year anniversary Thor, and I'm not going to pay no eBay prices for that thing. This is the next best thing, and I like it. Other than the red eyes, you basically have the, you know, classic Thor. You know, there's nothing different. And then you get the extra added bit of having basically a Terminator Thor also. You get the head sculpt and the hand. So that's a very cool thing, and that's the main reason why I wanted to pick up this Thor. And I'm very happy that this Target had it, because every other Target that I went to did not have a single Marvel Legend, guys. You know, it's kind of hard to find Marvel Legends these days, but it's very easy to find, you know, DC Multiverse stuff. So that's kind of a weird, like, you know, balance with toys and stuff in the toy aisle. But I'm happy to pick this one up. If you haven't already, guys, you're a fan of Thor, if you're a fan of, you know, anything Asgard, I suggest you pick this one up. Alrighty, guys, here's something that I've been looking for a good minute, and that is Demona from the Gargoyles. Now, once this thing hit the shelf, guys, I was all over the place trying to find her. I went to every Target that was having a NECA Holothon trying to find this figure, and I had no luck whatsoever. You know, my brother, he came through, he was able to find a Demona out there in the wild. He got himself one, and he got me one. I'm very happy about getting this one, because out of everybody that was announced in the Gargoyles line, Demona was the only one that I was like, I need to have her. Now, I do know that they did announce some really cool reveals for the Gargoyles line at Comic-Con. You know what's up, and you're like me, you're definitely going to pre-order that Xanatos. You know, that's the next one that's on my list that's a must-have, because he looks awesome. Plus, they have the mecha, you know, gargoyles that come with it. It's so cool, guys. So if you're into gargoyles and you don't have this figure, guys, I suggest you try to find her. You know, this is a must-have for any Gargoyles collection. And NECA has been hitting it out of the park with these figures, guys. These details, the sculpting, the paint, everything is beautiful, guys. You know, the next one that's on my list to find is Bronx. You know, he's the only other one that I need, because I really need those Goliath closed wings. You know, because as much as I love these figures, the wings are just too big, guys. Sometimes, like, the wings are just too big, and since you can't fold them or you can't, like, bend them in any way, since they're just hard plastic, they just kind of stick out pretty big, and they take up a lot of, like, you know, real estate on the shelf and whatnot. You know, you have to do some, like, you know, fancy posing and whatnot in order to have their wings out and, you know, all on one shelf. But hopefully they do like an accessory pack where, you know, you could get closed wings for all of them or something like that. You know, it would be nice, because a lot of these figures look really awesome. I would like them on my shelf, but the wings are preventing me from keeping them on the shelf. Now, if I take off the wings, they're going to look kind of weird, you know what I mean? They look wingless. They look, you know, it's not what a gargoyle is. The gargoyle needs his wings. So, you know, putting them like in a accessory pack is probably what they're going to do and the best option for them. But hopefully that's sometime soon, because I really want to take these things out of the package and put them on my shelves. Alrighty, here's another pickup that my brother helped me out with, and that is the Boba Fett from the Droids cartoon line. Now, this is the newest stuff that has been hitting the shelf for the 3 3/4 inch Star Wars, you know, line. And this is from the old cartoon of Star Wars droids. You know, I know a lot of the Star Wars fans out there already know what, you know, the Droids cartoon show is all about. But it's about, you know, C-3PO and R2-D2 going on adventures and whatnot, as it is somewhat canon to the Star Wars mythos, as this is the first introduction of Boba Fett. Yeah, it's kind of weird that Boba Fett made his debut in a cartoon that not many people watched. And honestly, it wasn't that great of a cartoon. It's really weird. Yeah, he's made his appearance like in a cartoon, and then he shows up in the movies. So it's kind of weird. This is basically his first appearance look that he has. You know what I mean? He's obviously more cartoony, a lighter color and everything. But I already have a bunch of Boba Fett stuff, to be honest, guys. Like, I have the other 3 3/4 inch, Boba Fett's. I have the larger Boba Fett's. I got to find some of the Black Series stuff. But I feel like I'm having myself a really good Boba Fett collection going on right now, out of circumstance. Just finding all these Boba Fett's. I'm thinking about making a Boba Fett, shelf or something like that. Something to display all the different Boba Fett's that I've picked up over the years. It would be something cool to see, and a lot better to have than, just a random Star Wars shelf. Alright, last up on the agenda today is this gold label Martian Manhunter. Now, this one was a really sought after version for me because I already have the original that came out not too long ago. I want to say maybe 2-3 months ago. That one is the new 52 version of Martian Manhunter. And it looks cool. I like it and everything, but I do like the original version of Martian Manhunter. His old motif, his old outfit, all that stuff looks really dope. And that's the one that I really, really wanted. So I'm very happy that Todd McFarlane knows what's up when it comes to DC Multiverse stuff, and he releases these kinds of variants. I have a lot of gripe with the Platinum editions that are just, gray paint, and they're not painted or anything like that. That's kind of a lazy cop-out. But what I really do like are the variants that are actually just completely new. You know what I mean? It's just a completely different variant version of the character that we already have. And that's the way to do it, guys. Because, changing the color here or just making it all gray for you to paint yourself is kind of a lazy cop-out when it comes to some of these things. Now, that's not a jab at the Todd father himself. He is doing a great job with these figures by just pumping them out and having so many characters. He's starting to shy away from the constant Superman and Batman reveals to actually bringing in some really cool characters. A good one is like Martian Manhunter here. He's one of my favorite DC, characters and superheroes and whatnot. And his whole thing is just really weird. He's just a very unique character in general. And I really like that character, and it's the reason why I wanted this version of the character. He is a Target exclusive, so if you're on the lookout for him, check your local Targets. So that's all for this week, guys. It was an amazing hunt and an amazing haul. I picked up so much stuff on clearance, and I saved myself a couple of bucks while I was at it. So if you're out there, guys, check your local stores. Check the prices, check the scanners, all of that stuff, because some of these things are on clearance. So with that being said, guys, I'm from the Depths Collectables. Be sure to subscribe, and do not forget to check out the last toy haul for the details of our 200 and 300 subscriber giveaway. Now, if you want to win some prizes, guys, go check out that other video. Do what you got to do in order to get entered in to win those prizes. So, if you haven't already, guys, remember, subscribe, like this video, and check out some of the other videos we got going on this channel. Not only do we do toy hauls, we do toy hunts and something called the Custom Corner, in which I take some of the figures that I pick up and customize them the way I like to customize them. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, guys, be sure to subscribe. And remember, I'm from the Depths Collectables, and I'll see you guys next time.